Hello, my name is Ron Holohan, and I'm running for the trustee position on the Rails Board. I'm a retiree from a career in academia. I taught at Ohio University and then Miami, not the one with the beach, but the one in Ohio. And I enjoyed that a great deal, but being first generation college myself, I really was interested in the new community college movement that was beginning in Illinois. So I applied for a faculty position at Illinois Central College and spent 34 years there, moving from a faculty position into administration, so that by the time I retired, I was vice president of academic affairs and student activities. Once I retired from ICC, I took a similar position at Berkshire Community College in Western Massachusetts. In terms of my community involvement, I've worked with boards and got to know how they function and the importance of productive interaction among board members, as well as the nature of their roles and the limitation of those roles. I directly reported to the boards of both community colleges while I was there on a monthly basis. I've also been fortunate enough to serve on a number of boards, including the board of the Urban League and a local school board, an advisory board for Caterpillar Tractor, the Berkshire Chamber of Commerce, the board of Heartland Symphony Orchestra. Since 2019, I have been a trustee on the Dunlap Public Library Board, and in that capacity have served as treasurer of that board. I've been a fan of public libraries since I was in first and second grade. In high school, I was interested in a set of books called the Great Books, and I really lusted after these books. I learned that the editor of the books had a syndicated column. If he answered your question in his column, you got a set of the 54 volumes of books. So, of course, I went to the library, read his book, The Great Conversation, which is the first volume, found out his answer, and then framed a question that he would be glad to answer, and was fortunate enough to win those books. So I've hung out at libraries most of my life. I feel as though our time is a time in which there are many attacks upon learning in general. Recently, I had the experience of being the recipient of one of these attacks as a board member at Dunlap. Given my background in education, I feel very strongly that we need to protect libraries as places where diverse ideas can be freely exchanged. I believe institutions can do much more by working together. And I tried to do this during my career by making partnerships with local schools, other colleges and universities, and businesses. And I don't know whether the recent cuts in federal funding to libraries will affect the financing of Rails, but if it does, I look forward to working with other members of the board to seek outside funds. I've had quite a bit of experience. These kind of joint adventures, I think, tie the organization to the community more closely and, in the long run, provide a lot of support for libraries.